Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're here. How's everybody doing? Thank you, everybody who supported me. We're now at over 70 subscribers. So thank you guys for all of that. It's much appreciated. And we're about to get into the live definitive Overwatch tier list. The undisputed one, the only one you'll ever need for the current meta as well as metas in the future if I decide not to stop playing. Because the balanced team is full of idiots with the current patches they've made. Hanzo. But I digress. We're gonna hop into it soon. And I'm working on alerts. It's actually pretty annoying to get them customized, so they're gonna be up for next stream after that. I still need to capture a new window. All right. I think this is all 32 heroes in the game right now currently, right? Let me make this full screen. A little bit more so you guys can see. But I need to be at F tier. I'm finna add a whole nother tier. Can I make this full screen? Oh, that's a different one. That's the alignment chart. That's pretty cool. That's like when you're not sure where they belong. You can put them all relative towards each other to where they're not definitive to a specific tier. All right, let me close out of this stuff. All right, let me get my phone real quick. But yeah, alerts are going to be up next stream for sure. I'm going to work on that after we get done with today's stream. I'm going to try and do, we're going to make it perfected. You take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. And let me turn off this music real quick. All right. Let's see, where do we start? All right. Soldier. Well, let's rearrange them in tank, and then we'll do. Let's get all the tanks up here first. Then we'll do DPS, and then we'll do support. We're missing a few tanks. There we go. There we go. All right. I already know this one's gonna be ass and trash. Reinhardt, complete and utter fucking doo-doo, dog, shit, butter. Gets CC'd way too much, can barely get to the fight. Through all of the increased damage in the game, like with Echo, with the buffed hit scans. You're not gonna make it to the fight. You're not gonna ever get close to them. Even with the Lucio, you're gonna take too much damage before you even get to the damn fight on point or on payload or wherever you need to be. High ground, etc. Ryan's just too slow, no mobility, gets CC'd way too much, and overall it's just dog shit in the meta. And I don't think that's gonna change for the next few metas, honestly. unless they give him back his full steadfast buff, which reduces his CC, and unless they maybe give him a tiny speed boost, just a little bit, to keep up with the power creep in the game. If you're gonna power creep your DPS, you need to have the tanks keep up a little bit with the power creep. Another shit tier hero, I want to say is Hog. Shit tier tank at least is Hog. Too easy to counter. Huge ass ultimate feeder, but he's better than Orion in my opinion because he can at least take care of himself a little bit. So I'll put him at C tier for now. Um, all right, Orisa. Um, she's anti CC, which is the most unique thing about her because no other tank has anti CC. Besides, I guess you could kind of count Hammond Shields as anti CC. And Zar's Bubble as well. They're little miniature forms, but she's a hard counter to CC with their Fortify. So I think I'm gonna put her in C for the only reason being, she's not that good because of all the, like I said, all the increased damage in the game now because all the power creep with the damage characters. So her shield does nothing at all anymore. They did nerf her a little bit too. She's good for poke damage though. She's really good for poke damage and poke comps. She's good if you're gonna have like a McCree sitting minor shield or something like that on the high ground. She has her uses on certain points, but overall definitely not the best or even near the best tank option on most maps. Zarya. She has a soft counter to CC. What really counters Zarya? Like Reaper maybe, but you can time the bubble fine. Definitely not a D tier. I think she's a B tier. We might change that later. We already know Sigma's still an S tier even after the recent nerfs. We already know he's an S tier. Can take care of himself. Can manipulate his shield to wherever it needs to be. Is a form of CC out of his kit 2 times in a row. Has 2 forms of CC between the rock and the ultimate. And just overall a really, really strong pick for tank even after the nerfs. Which, if you remember, I predicted. You're welcome. Everybody was freaking out about the nerfs, saying Sigma's dead. And I'm like, no, he's still gonna be the best tank because he can take care of himself, he can avoid CC, and he can place his shield anywhere on the map virtually. So yeah, go fuck yourselves, non-believers. I was right, you were wrong. Fucking deal with it. Go fuck yourself. I literally tried to tell you. All right, don't get mad at me. All right, so Hamster right up there again. Even after, like I said, even after the nerfs, like I said, once again, like I said, even after the nerfs, still the 2 best tanks in that role. Winston. As much as I love Winston personally, I gotta be honest with myself, and I gotta put Winston in D tier. And the reason Hamster is in S is the same thing with Sigma. He can take care of himself. He can go in the back line and get out, unlike Winston, which is why Winston's not even close to Hamster, because Winston doesn't get shields when he dives in. So yeah, unlucky as fuck for Winston players. Go fuck yourself, Winston players. But yeah, even after the nerfs, Hamster is still a nuisance and still top tier in my opinion, and for good reason. It's literally just because of the adaptive shield, honestly. If it weren't for those, he wouldn't be that good. But yeah, even after the nerfs, he's still good just because of the adaptive shields. And of course, we're point stalling, but everybody hates that, so I'm not gonna make that a factor. All right, is that all the tanks? I think that's a decent. No tank made it to A tier. Zarya could be an A tier, but uh, if your team comp isn't surrounded, like making use of the Zarya bubbles, it's not really that good. So I think I'll keep Zarya B tier for now. No tank made it to A tier. All right, let's go. Let's organize this DPS here. I might change Zarya depending on the meta shift. Like I said, when these 2 characters are playable, this is the motto, and this has been true for every instance of this. When these 2 characters are playable down here, Ryan and Winston, it's a fun and balanced meta. And right now, they're not playable at all if you're playing at a high level. Depends on the rank, but You need to you're way better off picking other characters with just better stat lines and better numbers than these two right now currently. Even though I love playing Winston. If I could play a ball, I'd play a ball over Winston any day of the week, but I can't play a ball, so unlucky as fuck. And I'm not learning them either. So let's range just DPS. And the reason, yeah, the reason Zarya's not at A tier is, even though she could be, is because Ryan's just not playable right now, in my opinion. For reasons discussed earlier. So let's see what we have here. Let's organize this DPS. Boom, boom, boom. That might as well be a DPS, honestly, but not officially a DPS. Oh yeah, Diva. Ooh, forgot about Diva, huh? Let's see. Diva could be A tier, honestly. I think Diva could be A tier. She can peel really well. She can take care of herself with the Matrix. She can make it to high ground really easily. I don't think she's S tier though. She can't take care of herself as much as these two can. And very underrated thing about Diva is her ability to scout Sombras in the backline. You can just shoot around for them because you have infinite ammo. So it's a pretty underrated ability on Diva. All right, let's organize this DPS. Torb. I already know one DPS going to S tier already. that shouldn't even be a question. Range is amazing, better than say Soldier or McCree. Only thing I can out range her is Widow, and even then you're still at a good chance of dueling a Widow. You're still at a good chance of winning. Dynamite is such a useful tool, and of course the ultimate. The fact I think they've patched this, but she's still a good character anyways. You can still build ult while Bob's out, but I think they patched that. Don't quote me. But even if that's not the case, she's still an S tier hero. Just because the dynamite usage in Bob's is just such a powerful ultimate. The fact it can stall points, counts as a teammate. The fact you can nano him. The fact you can drop a beam on him. All that stuff. The way you can empower Bob and the fact he still counts as a teammate on the point is an invaluable ultimate. One of the best in the game, if not the best. You already know Echo's going up there. I don't think I have to discuss that too much. The ability to copy multiple heroes. You could have like fucking 2 Ryans on the map building Shatter at once. You could have like 2 Sigmas, which is fucking ridiculous. And her aerial mobility as well just is insane. Her output, her damage numbers are over the top. Yeah, even after the nerfs. The meta still kind of looks the same even after the nerfs, which tells you how powerful these 4 heroes were. Sombra, I kind of want to put an A tier. If we're talking just based off of pure stat lines and pure strategy, I want to put her in A tier. EMP is a powerful ability, and hacking is a powerful ability too. But there's a lot of CC in the game too, so we're gonna leave her at B tier now. It's because of the amount of CC in the game. Yeah, what's up, BM? You caught me at the perfect time. Thanks for 70 subs. You caught me at the perfect time. We're working on alerts for the channel too, so those are coming next stream. Don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow though. We'll see. But next stream for sure. I might have to take a day off just to like make the alerts and probably make a Discord and all that good stuff, and then we'll be back. But we'll see if I stream tomorrow or not. I want to make alerts now, you know. We're getting up there in the sub count, so trying to attract more people to the channel, you know. Sombras, nah. See, I wanted to put her A tier, but the thing is, there's so much CC in the game, and on top of that, I mean, how many times have you seen a good Sombra ranked? Like, I know this is supposed to be like overall power level and just based off of pure stats, but like, yeah, it's just too much CC in the game, and most people can't play Sombra well anyways. I just gotta put her in B tier just off of that, especially with the CC in the game. And you have to remember, when Sombra goes invisible and she's looking for a hack, it's kind of like a 5v6 too, in my opinion. That's why she's not that good in the current meta. takes so much coordination. Even if you're on comms, it takes so much coordination. So much can happen in that short span time. In Overwatch, I just don't think she's A tier, but she's definitely. We'll put her 1 tier underneath. Yeah, that's the thing though. If used correctly, you have to be 100% on point with everything you're doing on her. So it might be it's more of a liability than it is an asset in my opinion. All right, how much? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like 50,000 fucking DPS in this game over the tanks or supports. Look at this shit. Oh my god. Can we get more tanks that have anti CC, please? Besides just fucking Orisa? I want a hard counter to CC, bro. I don't want just bubble or just Matrix eating a sleep dart. I want that hard CC. I want that fortified, baby. Or something like that. CC is way too much in this game right now. All right. I know I'm missing, there you go. I know I'm missing a few DPS here. This is the DPS lineup already we got? We sorting them out? Okay, yeah, we sorting all of them out. All right. Reaper. See, I would put S tier, but that's only because I'm a low elo player. And I know at higher level of competition and higher elos, all you gotta do is stun the bitch or just 2v1 them. So I want to put him at A tier, but just based off of overall power level, I think I'm gonna put him at B tier. He has to get in close. It's easy to just 2v1 him. He's easy to counter, honestly, if you can just stun him. So B tier. I know people are gonna get mad at me for putting him in B tier, but he's easy to counter. Just not in low elo ranked where people are fucking running around with their fucking heads cut off like chickens and don't know how to 2v1 a Reaper. So easy clap 1 Reaper if you can 2v1 him. A tier with the rush comp, yeah, but this is overall power level though. May not as bad as Reinhardt, but definitely not the best DPS pick you can make. Like I said, same kind of thing as Reaper. You can 2v1 her. You can isolate her very easily. She's a short range hero, unless you get just get a lucky left click. So SC tier for now. Her abilities on certain points are really good though, but like it's like Somber. Most people just don't know how to use her wall correctly, and they don't know when to fucking specify the point when she's needed on at certain points in the map. So definitely a C tier. Nah, May's definitely a C tier. She's shit. She's actual garbage if you can just 2v1 her. Same deal as Reaper. But Reaper is just better overall than May with the lifesteal ability and all that good stuff and the fade. He has mobility too, so that's why I put him above May. So Doomfist, it's kind of the same deal as Reaper because he's got shields, he's got mobility. Shields are kind of similar to Reaper's lifesteal, even though it's not as potent. But shields are definitely an asset when diving in. So I think these two are like neck and neck right there with each other. It's the same deal as Reaper. You can just stun him. You stun him 2v1 him and he's dead. That's all I need to do. All right, Junkrat, pure shit. Pure shit. All you gotta do is just go around the spam. That's all you have to do. Junkrat is pure shit. If people realize you can just maneuver around the map, bruh, let me get my paint up, bruh. we gotta draw it out for these people. Hold on. Hold on. Let me capture paint real quick. All right, we're going. This is an art stream right now. I should have tagged art. Let me capture paint real quick. Hold on. All right, where we at? All right. All right, here we go. All right, this might not be coming out. This might not be coming out well, but we're gonna attempt it. All right, I'm on pay right now. All right. Sorry if your brightness is like 100 right now. There's a whole white screen with blue light just fucking blaring your retinas, but okay. So most maps in Overwatch, right? Whoops. Can I draw? All right, yeah. So most maps in Overwatch, right, are 3-lane maps, right? So you have choke, you have your main choke, right? You have your main choke right here. All right. But people forget there's two. Wait, I need to draw this in red so people can actually see. Yeah, let's erase that. All right, hold on. Let me add a text box first. So this is main choke, right? Bruh. I need to change the font. I don't know what I was doing before. I was making that fucking stream starting soon. I was making that stream starting soon screen. All right, let me change the text. All right. All right, you got your main choke down the middle. Right. Let me go over to red. All right, people forget. Oh, that's still in the text box. Whoops. That's too sticky. Let me get the marker. All right, here we go. All right, people forget there's most maps in Overwatch, not all of them, but most maps are 3-lane maps. And on the ones that aren't 3-lane maps, there's low ground and high ground to come out of on every map. So on the ones that aren't 3-lane maps, there's usually a high ground and a low ground to come out of. And it might vary. They might not look as symmetrical as this. There might be, like, say, one high ground or one low ground on either side. It might not be symmetrical like this. So this is an alternate lane. There could be an alternate lane right here. An alternate lane right here with stairs on the high for the high ground, or you can use a mobile character to get up there to the high ground to come out of the left side. And then let me draw an arrow. All right. There we go. So, whoops. So most people, especially, wait, what? What do you mean? BM, what are you talking about, man? All right, do you see this wonderful creation? This is just a sketch. All right, I gotta draw the stairs to the high ground. There's usually stairs leading up. Not usually, but sometimes, relatively most times. So there could be stairs leading to the high lane on left side, or the high lane on right side, or some kind of platform like the elevator on whatchamacallit, the elevator on Volskaya. Right? But the point is, there's other ways to go besides just down main. So what Junkrats will do is all they will do is literally just. Can I copy and save this? I'm not gonna go through all that right now. But all Junkrats will do is literally just spam down main choke, and all players will do is literally just keep going down main choke over and over again. When there's multiple lanes, there's like 3 or 4 alternate lanes to take on every map. So that's why people think Junkrat's busted sometimes when he's really just fucking dog shit. All you have to do is go a different way and you completely counter Junkrat. You stop him from getting tired, you stop him from getting picks, all that good shit. Junkrat has to work if you just go a different way. All right. That's why Junkrat's dog shit. He's, I wouldn't say he's like even the best pick on certain maps. He's even good on. He's just good against bad players, honestly. For real. Um, he has his uses though. He does have his uses. The tire is a powerful ult, but you can avoid it very easily. Um, Bastion, kind of the same thing as Junkrat. Just good against bad players. He's really good in the right comp though, and he's good to like auto swap too if you're losing and you're at like point 0.3 on a map. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I need to go back. All right, yeah. I need to capture a new window. I got into it. All right, there we go. Bastion kind of the same thing as Junkrat. Just good against bad players. Decent in the right map. Not even the right map, just decent in the right comp overall. But as soon as Bastion goes down, the whole comp crumbles, which is why he's a D tier. Even if you're trying to use him correctly, as soon as he goes down, the entire composition crumbles underneath the pressure of the enemy. Um, with Symmetra though, he's really fucking nuisance. He's a really big nuisance with Symmetra. And for that reason, I think I gotta put Symmetra C tier. Not as good as these four heroes, but she's really good with the whole teleporter strat thing, if you can perfect it. And of course, alongside Bastion, really fucking obnoxious. Yeah, Bastion's D. There is no F tier. It's just S through D. But technically, it's F if you go A, B, D. Oh no, it's not even F that way. But yeah, this is basically F tier. McCree, I kind of want to put him in S tier, honestly, because he stops ball. He stops a lot of things. He would be A tier, but the thing is his flashbang stops so much things in the current meta, it's ridiculous. And his ultimate's trash though, so yeah, I think it has to go A tier. McCree's really, really good. McCree's really good, but the ultimate puts him A tier. Yeah. Soldier, I really want to put D tier. I don't really see the point of Soldier. Soldier over Ash McCree, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Get off of this hero, bro. This hero is dog shit. You try to put the healing. See, back in the day, Soldier's healing was really good with the little Coke can. But nowadays, you try to put that shit down, you just get blasted before you can even heal from it. Nah, he's dog shit. Oh yeah, I have to organize them in their actual tier. Right now, we're just putting them in tiers. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna organize them inside of their own tiers later, but right now we're just separating them by their tier itself. Moira, I really want to put S tier, but the thing is, she can't heal long range that well. She sucks in the dive comp, and I always get Moira's in my dive comp. So fuck, fuck Moira in S tier. She's A tier. She can't heal for shit long range, which is the only reason she's an A tier. Other than that, she'd be S tier. Hanzo with the new buffs. I hate to say it, but he's S tier. I hate to say it, but with the new buffs, which they absolutely did not fucking need to do, he's absolutely S tier, which is fucking ridiculous. He should be like right here or here. He'd be here, I think, in his old form before the buffs, but I don't know why they decided to buff this motherfucker. But he has to be in S tier just based off his stats. Dude, Hanzo is S tier, bro. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what to put on Nightbot for spamming words. What did you say? Oh, you said Hanzo A tier over and over. Okay. Yeah, he's S tier, man, with the new buffs. And with his mobility too, he's definitely still though, he's a shield breaker. Number one, he's a shield breaker, which destroys. This is why Orisa and fucking Ryan are so low in the list. And especially now with his Storm Arrow, they buffed Storm Arrow's damage. They buffed its fucking velocity speed, so projectiles don't fucking matter anymore. But projectiles, the fact it's a projectile doesn't even matter because they buffed the fucking projectile speed. And on top of that, mobility. Mobility is king in Overwatch, so definitely S tier. Tord, better than Soldier now, honestly, and better than Junkrat too. I think we put all the cheese characters down here in C and D tier. Um, we're gonna change them in their actual tiers later. But yeah, Torb's better than all of these, honestly, and he's better on more maps than these are as well, honestly too. His ultimate's fucking godlike now. Lucio, gotta go S tier. Gotta go S tier. Because the only reason you ever need Lucio is if you're playing Ryan. If you're playing Ryan, if you play on Winston, he's the only character in the game that has a speed boost abilities, so yeah, he has to be S tier just for that alone. Bat, S tier for obvious reasons. The immortality field. Matrix is a good ability if you use it right. Matrix is really good too for heals. People forget you can heal through the Matrix as well as damage. So healing's honestly is a lot more value than the damages from the ultimate, because most people good players will just back away and let the ultimate run out. So you might as well just heal anyways with the ultimate, which people forget you can do. So yeah, ultimate's really good for that. And the mobility, of course, again, you're noticing a trend alongside the higher tier heroes with the mobility. Ana, I might put Ana A tier honestly, just because no mobility, but she can protect herself well. She can heal long range. I think Ana's honestly A tier, man, because you have to have the skills to back Ana up. She would be S tier, but like you can get away with not being a skilled player and playing BAP, or playing any of these really. Besides like Ball or Sigma, you don't really have to be in Ash too, maybe. But yeah, I think you need to have the skills to back on up. That she's got that old school Overwatch vibe. If you don't have the skill to back her up, you get punished for it. Yeah, she would be S tier, except like she just gets dived really easily. Gets dove really easily. If you have the skill to back her up, you could probably make an argument for S tier, but overall, I think she's A tier. Zen, with the new changes to Zen with the nerfs, I still think he's good. Discord Orb's such a valuable asset. I still think he's gonna be very playable and usable, just not as potent in the meta. And Zen was never really that potent in the meta unless you're talking about dive. But the only reason he fell out of grace was because of double shield, and now that that's kind of gone, and they buffed the damage in general across the board in the game, Zen was really, really good for a long time before those nerfs. So, yeah, A tier. Yeah, you like my reasoning? I'm the Overwatch expert, ain't I? You like my reasoning? um, Pharah, better than Soldier, honestly. I think Pharah is C tier. If Echo wasn't in the game, Pharah I think be B tier. Maybe slightly A tier. I'm not sure. Um, but this is the definition of power creep. Like, why would you pick Echo? Why would you pick Pharah over Echo? Echo's got a better ult, has way better abilities. It's just better overall. Why would you pick Pharah over Echo unless you just like the aesthetics of Pharah? Um, just like with Ashe, Ashe is just a better version of Soldier. Tracer, too much CC in the game. Same deal as these heroes, honestly. I think Tracer's B tier just because too much CC in the game and you can just 2v1 her easy. Same deal with Reaper and Doomfist. And if you're wondering why Zarya's B tier and she's only tanking B tier is because Ryan doesn't really see play. Obviously, this meta at the higher ranks and overall, just because he's complete dog shit. Because, like I said, too much CC. and it's really hard to make get a lot of charge off like a Hammond Pile Driver or Sigma. The only tank you can make argument for playing Zarya with now, I feel like, is Roadhog. Zarya works a lot with other DPS now, way better though than she does with tanks. For example, Doomfist, Reaper. You could bubble Echo as well. There's a lot of things you could do with the DPS in the game now, more than you can do with tanks on Zarya. Nah, man. It's just like this is my point why Zarya's in the B tier is because when these two tanks are playable, Ryan and Winston, it's a fun and balanced meta. And that's been true overall for like any time Ryan and Winston are playable. And now that Ryan is not really playable at all, I think that takes Zarya down a tier below A. But she can do a lot for other DPS though. Especially now. Brig currently. Where do I want to put Brig at currently? Definitely not S or A, but she can CC very well, which is a valuable asset this meta. She doesn't do shit for heals though, so we're gonna put her on C tier. She's only good in like a brawl comp or to protect your backline from a dive comp or something like a Tracer Hamster comp, something like that, or Sombra, anything like that you need a Brig for. You could stack CC on top of each other in your comp for. Brig is not S tier. Shit for heals, no mobility, which is a valuable asset, and she's Brig, so fuck her. Literally fuck Brig. Widowmaker? There's a lot of stuff to stop Widowmaker in the game. I think A tier just for the fact that there's like a bunch of things in the game that can stop you from getting a one-shot kill. Yeah. If it wasn't for, if we were in like that double sniper meta before, she'd definitely be S tier. But you got too much stuff in the game now, too much power creep. Widow's not S tier. It's the same thing with Ani. You have to have the skills to back her up. She doesn't autopilot like a Bapper, like Ezekiel autopilot, kind of, not really, but yeah, she doesn't autopilot. You gotta Hanzo's definitely an autopilot character though with that Storm Arrow. You have to have the skill to back her up, you know. So I think that puts her in S tier, or I said S tier. I think that puts her in A tier. All right, Mercy. Wait, let me plug in my PC. Widow's not busted. If there's a Widow, you just go double shield, literally. If there's a Widow, you go double shield, or you go dive, and she can't do shit. They have to swap off. That grab hook doesn't do shit for you either. The hook does not do shit for you. You try to get away, another teammate just dives you. Or another enemy just dives you. Alright, Genji complete and utter fucking bullshit dog shit. No, Genji's fucking dog doo-doo ass tier fucking horse pace shit. Utter fucking bullcrap. CC, Flash, you got Flash, Shield Bash, Hacks, Sleeps, fucking Hooks, Bubbles. You have to think every single character that came out after Genji literally counters Genji. On top of the CC that was already in the game. Mercy, I gotta put Mercy at B tier, honestly. Her ultimate's not even that good. It's really not. And on top of that, she's only good in certain comps. She's only good in certain dive comps, following a Winston and something like that. Or she's good with pocketing DPS players, honestly. So let's go ahead. Mercy is dog shit, but not as dog shit as these other picks. Mercy's only good in the right comps. She's not good overall. So let's organize these based on their own ranks here. Let's do, I think Echo is the most powerful hero in the game still currently. It's between Echo and Ball. Yeah, I think Ball is better than Sigma slightly. Then we'll do it like Ash. Actually, Immortality Field's really useful. So we'll do it like Ash. Because she has a better ultimate than Bab does. So we'll do it like Echo, Ball, Sigma, Ash, Bap. Who's better, Hanzo or Lucio? Bro, who's better, Hanzo or Lucio? And the fact she can only res one person. So this is the thing Mercy players don't understand. All right. Let me go back to paint. Actually, I don't need to do that. I don't need. I just need to bring up a calculator. All right. I just need to bring up a calculator. Right. Where's my calculator at? Calculator. Overwatch players don't understand basic fucking math sometimes. Or at all, rarely. Because nobody fucking groups up. Capture a window. Can I capture my calculator, please? Oh, wait, I need to bring it up first. Calculator. Window capture. Calculator. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing that, here's the thing, right, with Mercy players, with a lot of Mercy players. Not all of them, but a lot of them. All right. Very basic math here, right? So let's say somebody gets picked off on your team in a team fight, right? That's 6 minus 1, right? Which is, what do we have? All right, clearly that's 6 minus 1, which is 5, right? You res them. That's one back up in the fight, right? So 5 plus 1. That's 6, right? So it's all peachy, okay? But Mercy players don't fucking understand sometimes. Let's say somebody gets picked off, or 2 people get picked off in your team, right? So that you just lost 2 in the team fight. That's 6 minus 2, which is obviously 4, right? The numbers don't lie, Mason, right? You res 1, which is what Mercies will tend to do, waste res. That's 1. Now you only have a 5 against 6. So that value exponentially decreases over time once you lose more and more players in the team fight. So that's why Mercy's fucking B tier. That's exactly fucking why. Get out of here with that shit. If she had her old res, for sure she'd be S or A tier. All right, now that I've done my fucking professor examination. Well, let me make sure. Oh, we're done with the list, aren't we? All right, let me save this list. All right, actually, we're not done yet. We gotta organize the tiers. All right, so what are we thinking for Hanzo and Lucio? I don't know which one's better, honestly. Lucio's speed boost is super valuable, and the ultimate's really valuable too. So I think I'm gonna put Lucio ahead of Hanzo. Hanzo's ultimate's just not as good as Lucio's, honestly. All right, so on to A tier. Yo, BM, what do you think? What do you think about the Hanzo / Lucio argument up here at S tier? Hanzo is S tier. What are you talking about? Have you seen the buffs? It just literally made Reinhardt worse. It made Reinhardt and Winston. It made all the dive tanks way worse. Storm Arrow's an autopilot ability. Literally no skill. All right. So yeah, we're leaving Lucio above Hanzo just because of based off ultimate alone. All right, so we're going over to A tier. So here's where we can debate about things right here. McCree's definitely not the first because he lacks mobility. And range over like a lot of heroes. I think Widow has to go first in A tier. Yeah. How is Bat not better than Sig and Ball? Because, well, Ball is amazing. He's literally the best tank in the game right now, in my opinion. It is. He has more mobility than Bat. He has more mobility than Bat, first of all. he can kind of protect himself better than Bat can, right? Let's say you already use Immortality Field, you can't protect yourself, right? And Sigma just gets rewarded for pressing one button for free, a no skill ability. You noticed the trend we're going towards with the S tier, right? Literally three no skill abilities right here, bro. You got Bab's Immortality Field, you got Sigma's fucking Grasp, and you got Ball's Adaptive Shields. It's literally one button press and get a reward. Tracer should be A tier? No, Tracer's not that good, man. You can just CC her. She dies to CC and 2v1s. Just like that's why Doomfist and Reaper are in B tier too. All right, you guys can make your own tier list. This is mine. This is the definitive Undisputed edition. All right. I have good reasoning for all of my decisions. All right. Yeah, tanks are super bad, but this is exactly why Hamster and Sig are at the top because they can take care of themselves better than the other tanks can. Babbitt can't protect himself if he gets dove without Immortality Field. Hamster can just fucking dive out with the fucking his basic passive, and Sigma can just grasp. And Sigma also has CC over Bab. Bab has no kind of CC. Yeah, Widow's at the top of A tier for sure. Ana with their Sleep Dart and Nade, such powerful ability. I gotta put her next. Zen's, I think, at the back of A tier. Yeah, Zen's definitely at the back of A tier. I think Diva is close to the back of A tier, honestly. She gets overwhelmed really easily. And her boosters are enough, like a fucking 4-second cooldown. If she was on 3-second boosters again, that'd be really amazing, and it'd be perfect for the environment Overwatch is now. It wouldn't even be broken. It'd just be a little bit of power creep, which is what every other DPS has right now. So put her back on 3-second boosters, and she's S tier for sure. Or she might even stay in A tier, who knows? Because that's not even that broken, honestly, when she had 3-second boosters to begin with. But yeah, 4-second boosters is a little bit of a rough patch with Diva. So I'm gonna put her next to Zen, but not worse than Zen. McCree's neck. Yeah, I think this is good right here in A tier. Ana can heal long range, which puts her, I think, over Mora, and she has way more useful tools than Mora does. Widow obviously has potential to be super powerful. All right, here's where things get a little dicey. I think Mercy can stay at the back of B tier, honestly. She can stay at the back of B tier. Only good in certain comps. Ultimate's not as good as other support ults at all. Tracer can go above. I think it's between Sombra and Tracer for the 1 and 2 spot in B tier. Yeah. Sombra has more useful tools than Tracer does, so I think she goes to the top of B tier. Then goes Tracer with her amazing mobility and recall ability to flank as well. It's amazing how these two are next to each other right now. That's pretty cool. They work well next to each other. Reaper is dog shit. Actually, hold on. Doom and Reaper? I don't know what to put between Doom and Reaper. Zara's bubbles are actually really good, so I'm gonna put her at the 3rd spot. But between Doom and Reaper, I don't know. It's pretty much a toss-up. BM, are you playing later? I'm about to be on. But yeah, between Doom and Reaper, it's a toss up. I don't know what would be better. I think the life still kind of puts Reaper over the top. So even though Doom gets shields when he dives in, Reaper's ultimate is a little bit better than Doom's too. You can make an argument for either side, but I think Reaper's life still puts him over the top. So we'll give that to Reaper just because of the life steal. Alright, C tier. Break at the back, actually far at the back. It's just the worst echo. Sim and Torb. I think May is worse than Sim and Torb, honestly. Because Sim with the teleporter strat's really useful now with their updated teleporter. And Torb with his ultimates, fuck. The ultimate's amazing on Torb, honestly. Is Hog better than Orisa? Now, ah man, that's a tough question. Who's better, Hog or Orisa? I think Torb's better than Sim just because of the hit scan potential and the fact you get like half a teammate more with the turret. But symmetric turrets are really slow to cast too, and the Torb turret's instant, and it goes across the entire map. So yeah, I think Torb's a little bit better than Sim, even though some teleporters are really good nowadays. And May's just dog shit compared to Sim and Torb, honestly. Um, Only thing I have to figure out now is who's better, Orisa or Hog. It's a good question. Oh man, they're both kind of the same power level, really. Orisa gets ran by rush comps really easily, especially now that her shield's like fucking 2 HP compared to the other DPS power creep. Um, I think Hog's a little bit better, honestly. As he has flank opportunities and potential. He does get countered really easily though by like half the cast, so I think Orisa's better than Hog. Now that I say it like that, Hog gets countered way too easily. You can make an argument for either side of that discussion though. All right, and then in D tier, Genji is at the back alongside Ryan. Honestly, Ryan's probably even still better than Genji. Hmm. Soldier's better than Junk for sure. Bastion's dog shit too. He should be like right here. Bastion's honestly probably better than Genji now, to be honest with you. Um, but between Ryan or Genji, who's the worst? I mean, at least Genji has mobility, so yeah, Genji's better than Ryan for sure. Um, Bastion, Genji's just dog shit all the time, really. So and Bastion's good a little bit of the time, at least. Soldier's better than Junk, and Winston's up there because he has some mobility at least. So just the complete tier list. Up at S tier, the best tier in the game, we got Echo, following Hammond, Sigma, Ash, Bap, Lucio, and Hanzo. In A tier, we got Widow taking the top of A tier, followed by Ana, Moira, McCree, Diva, and Zenyatta. In B tier, leading B tier, we've got Sombra, followed by Tracer, Zarya, Reaper, Doomfist, and Mercy. In C tier, we've got Orisa leading, followed by Hog, Torb, Symmetra, May, Brigitte, and Pharah. And in D tier, we've got Winston leading the charge of the shittiest tier, followed by Soldier, Junkrat, Bastion, Genji, and Reinhardt. And that is the definitive Undisputed Overwatch tier list. Case closed.